Okay, everyone. What was it? About a good, probably a good couple of hours ago, I end up hearing about how, oh, what is it? A few lawmakers, including lawmakers in Colorado, where I have a vacation, like a desert vacation spot, middle of nowhere, with no one would be able to bother me. Um, just for me, my roommate, and her fiance, just to get away from everything, from the stress. And this includes um, some bullshit stuff that's going on as well about the Second Amendment, which is the right to bear arms. Now, here's the thing. I am going to say this, and I'm going to try to stay as calm as I can be. I said I will try, but I cannot guarantee it, and I definitely cannot promise it. So, bear with me. Pun not intended. Lawmakers in not just Colorado, but lawmakers all over the United States are trying to pass an idea to categorize airsoft and air guns, BB guns, pellet guns, Nerf guns as non powdered firearms. They are trying to categorize them. Oh, and this also includes black powder guns as well. Now, I will literally show all of you my air gun and airsoft gun armory that I actually have near me. The rest of it is inside my storage unit. For the trip to my vacation home, where I would be actually able to put in more videos when I get everything set up out there for my airsoft airgun uh, kill test type stuff. Not just only that, but also just the regular everyday outdoorsy type stuff as well. So this right here is a HKP 30 6mm BB gun that is an AEG, so that means it takes AAA batteries, 4 AAA batteries at that. I love this dang thing with a passion, and I love how I can just do that. Like, unfortunately, the downside of this dang thing is that I end up losing BBs soon as I end up putting it in the thing, and I can actually just pull it out without a problem. I love this thing. It is a. Actually, I might have to do this. Just keeping the magazine out. It's a curved banana. It's a banana mag. Actually, it's a banana magazine, what they like to call. It is a blowback AEG. No batteries in it. Because I can't find batteries that are batteries that are good enough, including rechargeable batteries that are good enough. So well, I can, but I can't at the same time because why? Rechargeable batteries are expensive, depending on what you get. All right. Um, Next on the list, let's go with my Powellwin 304 non blowback. Oh, and the HKP30 is a 180 to 220 feet per second. I actually keep a little uh, marker thing on the back for not only to grip my airsoft and air guns very well, but it also helps me with remembering my feet per second, and I might have to replace those soon so I can actually be able to use my airsoft guns, not the air gun, but my actual 6mm airsoft guns, because there's a place here in Nashville called Nashville Airsoft, and they don't go by feet per second. They go by the joules in the airsoft guns. So I may have to either replace them or or um, add a piece right here or in the front with the way the joules are. And this is the marking tape the grip tape I use. So far, it's actually proven itself worthy. Thank goodness. I really do not want to have to find actual, you know, sportsman tape. But this particular one, the PowerWin 304, is a 370 to 499 feet per second. So that's pretty powerful in my opinion. I do keep the safeties off for whenever, because I also happen to be using my my airsoft guns and my air guns not only for playing the game of airsoft and sometimes extreme airsoft, which is basically using slingshot rounds of airsoft slingshot ball bearings, which I have right here. These are, I can't tell you how many. I have had a few bags of these already. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, this is supposed to be a 400 piece slingshot ball bearings, 6mm rounds. Yeah, we'll talk about painful. And I also use them for target practice as well. In this magazine, I hold about, it's supposed to be 13. I have managed to put 14 in here, and doesn't always work the way I want it to. But in this magazine, in this clip, I have the plastic tracer round of UK Arms High Performance .12 gram 6mm. And I know the video is going to be backwards. If it is, I apologize. That's not my fault. It's my equipment. I don't have the fancy stuff to do this. I have a bunch of these. Not only this size of a container, but I have the bags, and then I have containers that are about, I'll actually get the other one I have, about this height. Like both of these put together, I have like that much. And because of the fact that it actually, the big containers hold more, so I'm not too worried about that. And that's just the plastic rounds. Like, I might be. Oh, wrong one. Ah, because I have to remember which ones I'm using. But my PowerWin 304, I have actual metal rounds in this one, and they do also like to come out as well, just like my HK P30. As I said, I have the metallic ball bearings in here. Some so I have to be really careful when loading these bad boys up. Um, I think I have one. I have the same amount in both clips. Um, this one is a 12 gram, 12 gram. What? Actually, I don't have a 12 gram cartridge in it, because why? It literally went out on me, and that's literally how I. Let me. Actually, I'm gonna try something real quickly. Hey, my idea worked finally, but it does. You can actually put the clip in there like so. Again, no blowback. Then, um, actually, I need to keep the ones I do not have CO2 in it on one side, and the ones I have CO2 on the other side. So that means that, let me show you one more I have that does not have CO2 in it, but it does have rounds in it. My CR 3.357, which is my CR 357, which is a Craftsman. This baby right here is a heavy ass freaking revolver, which takes 4.5 millimeter round, .177 caliber ball bearings. It's a 6 shooter. This one, and I have 5 more. Try not to. I have 5 more in the cylinder. And I will tell you this now, I do not have a 12-gram CO2 cartridge in there, because the fact is that I do not know where my cartridges are, but I will end up getting more to test them out. And 5 acres of land, I have pretty much a good spot to test them out in. Alright, speaking of revolvers, I actually have 2 more revolvers. Both do have CO2 in it, and I'm not gonna, well, actually, no. This one I will have to fight with. That's alright though. I will keep the safety on while I'm fighting with the handle here, because this one is my HAR Elite Force revolver. I'm also doing this. You have a little mat thing here that allows you to put it in place and then unbolt it, and then there you go. I have 5 of these little discs. These discs hold 10 altogether. This one actually has the 6mm slingshot rounds in it. I do have more of these discs, but I have them put away somewhere, and a few of, oh, I love that sound. Then it stays in place, but the other ones have the plastic rounds in them, so my CO2 cartridge that's in there. What I like about this particular revolver is that this piece of the handle of the grip that comes out is also a hex wrench that tightens the hex bolt in for the 12-gram CO2 cartridge. As I said, oh great, as I said, I was going to end up fighting with this thing anyway. It's good. Oh, not this time. It's about bloody time I don't have to fight with it. So, this one in particular, FPS is 328 to 340. No, 325 to 340. So that's not too bad. I actually like it. Um, as I said, I keep the safeties off. This one right here is a 6mm revolver. I'm trying to remember what brand this one is, but I like how Unfortunately, this one does not have a safety, but it does have this little cool little feature that I can actually pull this out, and also I can pull the cylinder out, which is a damn good thing. Now, another thing I like about this cylinder, even when it's out, you can still do the little thing, put in safely. Here's another revolver around with a 6mm ball bearing. And I love how it stays in place until you are ready to use it. So, that is a great thing about that one. Um, what else do I have? Oh, I have as I said, a 4.5, another 4.5. I have two 4.5mm round, uh, 1.177 caliber guns. This is my air gun, my other air gun actually. This one's a Glock 19 4.5mm round CO2 CO2 12 gram CO2 cartridge air gun. Um, this one I actually do carry with me wherever I go. Luckily, it is very well concealed in anywhere I go, so people do not know that I carry it with me. Um, I always keep it in my left pocket, and I have nothing to hide about that. Because here lately, it's been so chaotic. I kid you not, it's been crazy that you have to literally almost defend yourself the whole damn time. Now the sight on this, the laser sight on this, is actually bought on Amazon, while the Glock 19 itself was bought at Bass Pro Shop, and I bought that, and I've had the sight, and I will actually point the sight out of the way so I don't have it. We'll have the thing out. So I have a green sight. I have red sight. Both sights are actually accurate right now, and I have that. Wow, that's a big bright. So I bought the Glock 19 from Bass Pro Shop, the laser flashlight sight um, from Amazon. Um, so this is my always on the go. Now the other ones I have showed you, all I have bought those from evic.com. Um, and I am not, they are not sponsoring this. I do not get sponsored by them. I do not get anything paid from them for bringing up my little armory. And I don't intend to, because I do it because I enjoy the game. I enjoy having air guns and airsoft guns. Last but not least, for the ones I do have here with me, is my Desert Eagle, my Magnum Research Incorporated Desert Eagle 50 AE air gun, I mean airsoft gun, which goes from 300 to 340 feet per second, holds 6 millimeter airsoft rounds. These are the plastic tracers I showed you guys before, with a CO2 cartridge inside, which has a little area for a hex wrench area for the CO2 to be brought in and to be plugged and put in. Again, 6 millimeter ball bearings. Again, 12 gram CO2 cartridge. The magazines in this, the magazine clips in this actually holds both the rounds and the CO2, so it's easier for loading and unloading. Well, loading and replacing. This type of airsoft gun does 1 to 20 round capacity, which is one is a selector switch where you have a 1 round and 20 round, which the 1 round is semi-automatic. The 20 round will actually empty it out. I do not prefer to have it on fully automatic because I think that's just the stupidest thing. Unless if I have a airsoft gun that's a rifle, then yes. Um, but my HK-P30 also has a selective switch of semi and fully automatic, which is right here, and I keep that on semi-automatic because why? It's just my preference. The Desert Eagle here is a blowback, and luckily I can take the magazines out without any problem. So this is my complete armory for air gun and airsoft guns. For the moment, I do have a few airsoft launchers, which hold the capacity of 1 to 2 big cartridges that holds between. Some of the cartridges hold 60 rounds, the other ones hold 120. And I have a custom-made airsoft launcher that I designed, that I built myself. And I actually like that one because not only did I build it myself, it is a literally a actual missile launcher that can hold between a 60 capacity 40 millimeter launcher cartridge shell and a 120 40 millimeter cartridge shell, but it can actually hold a sight on it. It can also hold the laser flashlight sight that I have. But I have what they call a master key, which is just about that long. It's about it's another type of it's like a small shotgun launcher which holds a 20 millimeter um cartridge, green gas cartridge, and which the shells on the 40 millimeter launcher part is also green gas. But the smaller one holds 6 rounds when the others hold 60 to 120. I have one that looks like an old Duster Buster from like the 1980s, so it looks like one of those handheld vacuums, and it holds two shells in it, and sometimes I'll actually put a 60 and a 120 in it just to see how it will work. And I haven't used those lately because of all the crap that's going on. But Um, there are some out there who wants to regulate all of that, all what I have, all what people enjoy doing, and as the game, and regulate it as actual firearms. Now, when I said about black powder firearms are considered antique type firearms and are not considered actual firearms. And people who have a criminal background, especially a with a felony and and misdemeanors, including myself, um, that this is as close to our Second Amendment rights that we are allowed, and it's the only protection that we have. But with me, I once I actually am able to make it to my vacation spot, I will not have to worry about a lot of stress anymore because I will be able to have somewhere to go and to run my little experiments, my tests, my just to get away from it all. But I do eventually plan on continuing my shop of the cellar as well. But right now, I'm more concerned about the fact that lawmakers are trying to basically take all forms of Second Amendment right and annihilate it from anyone and everyone just because they are upset somehow. And it's not that great. So please, eh, I don't care if you have a felony, I don't care if you have a criminal background. Please, if you do or don't, please, please, please tell your local lawmakers, leave the Second Amendment alone. And I will admit this, I come from a family that's split that's split on the political board. My dad's side of the family are Republicans. My mom's side of the family are Democrats. Both are diehard. And my two sisters and my two stepsisters, actually I'll say my four sisters, all four of my sisters are diehard Republicans. I am the only independent in the family, but I do support the Second Amendment to the fullest. I'm also trying to get things done to where I can actually take a vacation out of the country, but I still have to deal with the crap here in the States first before I can do that. And once I do end up getting all that done, I am going to take a trip out of the country and literally go to where I'm going to go, which there are some people out there who knows where I'm going. I'm not going to say it, but I will also be purchasing and finding out more about newer airsoft and air guns and airsoft equipment as well. Um, so with that being said, I plan on doing another form of on the hunt, but it's more of you know, on the airsoft fields, just welcome basically the battlefield. Different forms of air guns, different forms of airsoft guns. I will be trying out and testing out all types of different airsoft guns, airsoft gear from around from that area of that country that I will be going to. I do have two areas that I plan on going to in that country, and it's Jinsan and Dumagati. I am also going to be visiting um, the attorney that is helping me in his home area of Dumagati, and another YouTuber who has a YouTube channel of all on our own and a Patreon. I don't have a Patreon. I don't even know how to even begin on that one. But if I can start doing that, I might actually be able to do more videos, more better videos and stuff like that. Because honestly, with the setup I have right now is just my laptop and, well, the webcam on my laptop and an extra spare webcam and my headphones here. I am not too pleased. But that's alright though. You gotta start somewhere. And the mess behind me, it's not that great. So, welcome to the real world. The hunt is forever on, and catch you guys later.